Sawadee ka, I'm Alexandra, welcoming you to our weekly edition of Andaman News, live this Friday morning on NBT TV, on the local VHF dial, with repeats later on satellite and other media. On our program today, April 30th, we hear local business leaders' suggestions to the finance minister during his visit to Phuket on Wednesday, while the special report and young reporter segment center around activities in recognition of Earth Day. And as usual, we will end with the weather forecast, but first, let's start with some good news. Phuket joined the nation to celebrate the 60th anniversary of the royal wedding of Their Majesties the King and Queen on April 28th. As this year, 2010, on April 28th, marks the 60th anniversary of the royal wedding of Their Majesties the King and Queen, Thais were urged to join in the celebrations, while organizations arranged special activities or products to join in the celebrations. The Jitlerda shop, which is run under the Silpachip Foundation under Her Majesty the Queen's patronage, makes available special products designed especially to commemorate the special occasion. With the theme Infinity Love, products are arranged from genuine flower of love, or dokrak in Thai, coated with gold and silver or in the natural color of purple. They are put in a package made from hand-woven cotton. The Flower of Love design is also painted on fabric material, umbrellas, photo albums, and pins for people to keep as souvenirs. In Phuket, the Jitlerda shop is located at the Pearl Hotel in Phuket City and the Phuket International Airport. The foundation of Silpachip, under the royal patronage of Her Majesty Queen Sirikit, was founded on July 21, 1977. It was established to help agriculturalists in Thailand who experience difficulties in farming due to unconditional weather. Since then, the foundation has helped farmers to have sufficient earnings by providing them with additional craftsman professions. Meanwhile, the Thailand Post Company also made special stamps for this special occasion. The stamp set is offered in two collections. The first collection consists of Their Majesties King and Queen's portraits with the engraved heart rim. The second collection features Their Majesties King and Queen's portraits in a heart-shaped frame embellished with 6 precious crystals. The exhibition at the Phuket Post Office was active, as well as the stamp sales. And the Thai finance minister met with local tourism and property business owners in Phuket to listen to their needs, concerns, and suggestions. Around 40 business leaders from Phuket and Phang on Wednesday were provided with the opportunity to meet and voice their needs, concerns, and suggestions on tourism recovery to the finance minister, Korn Jatikawanit. This is due to the effects from the political unrest. The meeting, which took place at the Hilton Phuket Arcadia Resort and Spa in Karen, was arranged by the local Democrat MP to provide a platform for business leaders, Thais and foreigners, to directly present their views to the minister, especially for tourism boosting and property development and marketing. Senator Pumisak Hongyok and Phuket Governor Wichai Prasangop and Director General of the Revenue Department were also present. The Thai participants, such as Meiti Tanmanat Trakun, advisor to the Thai Hotel Association Southern Chapter, reported the hoteliers and tourism businesses' concerns, as more than 10 countries have issued warnings or travel advisories for all of Thailand. He pointed out that the very low occupancy forecast in May at 19% and 12% in June, compared to normally around 50%. Meiti also stated that the Andaman region in southern Thailand generates 16% of Thailand's total revenue. On the marketing or PR side, the local businesses proposed that Phuket and the Andaman be promoted in overseas markets, as it remained the safest and most secure destination in the country. On the investment or business issue, the local businesses proposed that the aftermath tsunami packages be reintroduced to ease the investors' difficulties. The packages proposed involved soft loans and payback periods extended. The finance minister said he would take the request into consideration in detail to support affected businesses. As for the tourism promotion and marketing, he would suggest to the Minister of Tourism and Sports to support appropriate budget for the tourism recovery. Paul Morehouse, a property developer, also made a few recommendations toward tourism and Phuket development, stressing that first, Phuket must get the fundamentals right. He pinpointed that while Phuket is positioning itself as a world-class destination, transportation, security, lifeguards, and environmental issues must be properly implemented. Mr. Morehouse, who is a long-term resident and investor, suggests that international business leaders get involved in Thai organizations or local authorities' development boards, as they can play roles in guiding Thailand into the international platform.
Be allowed to use Thai, and then ก่อนอื่นก็ต้องขอขอบคุณก่อนนะครับที่มารวมตัวกันใน
Really do know what foreign visitors require, and yet I'm not aware of too many foreign businessmen being involved in anything to do with tourism on Phuket and all related scenarios nationally also. When I lived in Singapore, which I did for 15 years, I was on 3 boards, including the Economic Development Board and various others, who actively encouraged foreigners to be involved, to give them advice as to what other foreigners require, both in regard to living and working in Singapore, utilising Singapore Airlines, and everything else that goes with it. Here, I think, in Phuket, and I've been here a long time, I've been coming here since 1982, I've owned a home here since 1994, and I've operated businesses here since 1997. I think there are 4 fundamental issues that need dealing with on Phuket, irrespective of what is going on with the political situation. Obviously, the political situation will put many, many things right, but I think Phuket has long basked in the glory of being the pearl of the Andaman, and really needs to get its act together in terms of fundamental issues such as transportation. And I'm not just talking about the old tuk-tuk chestnut. I'm talking about effective public transportation. Many foreigners come to this island and never leave the hotel, never leave the beach that the hotel is based on. Why? Because there is no method at all to get from any point on this island to any other point. So we have transportation, we have security, feeling as though they are safe and secure. We have the environment. I don't know, and please tell me if I'm wrong, that the government of Phuket, the local auditor, whatever, in any area actually employs, anywhere on the island, beach cleaners. Just something very fundamental. The pearl.
And the World Heritage Expert Working Group met in Phuket and discussed approaches in the nomination processes. Thailand's Ministry of Natural Resources and Environment, in cooperation with Australian and Japanese governments, hosted an expert working group meeting on upstream processes to nominations, creative approaches in the nomination process for World Heritage. The meeting took place at Movenpick Resort and Spa in Karen Beach in Phuket after it was deterred from Bangkok by the demonstrations. After the opening ceremony on Tuesday, the Thai Natural Resources and Environment Ministry Permanent Secretary, Dr. Saksit Tradet, said the meeting aimed at reviewing and adjusting the nomination processes for World Heritage lists under the operation guidelines for the implementation of the World Heritage Convention. The meeting finalized the recommendations that will be presented for discussion at the 34th session of the World Heritage Committee in Brazil during July 25th through August 3rd this year. The participants were also provided with an opportunity for site visits to heritage list sites at Phang Bay, Similan, and Surin Islands in the Andaman Sea. The Thai Minister of Natural Resources and Environment, Suwit Kunkuti, made known that Thailand is prepared to propose Similan and Surin Marine National Parks to be added in tentative lists for World Heritage sites, and after the experts' visit, they admired the natural beauty and the marine ecology there. He was also confident that the process would not take more than 2 years. The minister seeks local cooperation in preserving the natural resources. The minister stressed benefits from being listed under World Heritage, as the sites would be even more attractive for tourism and learning sources for generations to come.